Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Noodle film review. Tonight we're looking at a Giallo film from this Giallo box set. Let's just take that off for you. So this is a set of 3 Giallo films and we're looking at one tonight. I'll show you which one we are reviewing. We are looking at Death Walks on High Hills. Now, this is a 1970s Italian Giallo. This edition is released by Arrow, and it comes with Italian version and English version. I like to watch the English version because the dubbing is quite hilarious. This is a great Giallo film, a typical Giallo film, where we have a masked killer with black gloves, with a knife and a cutthroat razor, like all sort of Giallo killers. Now this one starts off on a train where we see a guy on a train having a wash and getting changed, and he's got an eye patch on, and then he gets a knock on the door and it's someone asking to see his passport. So he goes over to the door opens, and then he gets a tiny little cut there and dies. Fantastic. So he gets killed on the train. And from that we cut to the titles of the film, and we're in Paris. And it's absolutely really wonderful 1970s Paris. And we see a couple being questioned by local police. We see a beautiful woman and her supposedly boyfriend, I'm not quite sure. And they're questioning them about some missing diamonds and about the man that's been killed on the train, who is in fact the father of this woman. And she doesn't seem at all cut up about it. She says she hasn't seen her father for quite a long time and stuff like this, and she doesn't know anything about this sort of diamonds thing that's going on. And they talk to the guy and they say he's some sort of pimp sort of thing, and he denies all this. She's actually a stripper, sort of dancer, sort of stripper. And so they're being questioned about this diamond theft, and also this murder of her father, which she doesn't seem to be cared about, and I think her father's involved with it. And then we sort of cut to she's at her stage show place, where it is, strip club, and she's backstage and she receives a phone call, and the guy, the killer, has phoned her up asking her where are the diamonds. He's talking like this. It's hilarious. It's really cool. He sounds like the guy from South Park. He sounds like that, and he's talking away asking about a diamond. She goes, well, I know nothing about it. Anyway, he wants to meet her and talk to her about it, but she doesn't want to. And then we join her on stage, where she's sort of like all done up as a black woman, which is quite strange. She's wearing like a wig and all sort of coloured over body to make herself look like a black woman. I don't know why. It's a bit eccentric, but she's dancing to this sort of jazzy sort of music in an erotic sort of way. And there's like this other guy out in the audience that seems to have taken a shine to her, watching her dance, and he asks the waiter what her name is, and can he meet her after, and she goes, no, she's got to go off to another place to do another performance. So she carries on with her performance, and then afterwards she's backstage in the dressing room getting changed, and her so-called pimp or boyfriend turns up, and he starts trying it on with her and sort of fondling her and stuff like this, and all this kind of thing starts going on. And then we cut to them. They're at leaving the venue and stuff like this, and he's moaning at her, how comes we only ever get together in the backstage room or in between your shows and all this sort of thing, blah de blah. And she says, well, I can't help it, it's my job. Anyway, she goes off and goes to her next place, and we sort of join her there, and she's now in a sort of really weird sort of like wig and stuff, dancing and stuff like this. And I can't show you any of these dances because it ends up with a strip. And I can't really show you too much of that, obviously. But the guy that was in the first one that liked her is there. In the second one, he's watching her again. And then we cut backstage, and she's in her dressing room, and that guy's in there. That was in the audience, and he's asking, he really likes her. Is there any chance he could see her again, take her out? And she said, look, she's flattered and thanks for the flowers and that, but she's just a dancer, and she doesn't have anything to do with her, uh, you know, audience. And he says, okay, fair enough, can I come and see you dance again? He said, well, of course. Anyway, so she leaves, he leaves, and then she gets another phone call from the killer saying, where are the diamonds, sort of thing, and she doesn't know. And so and then we cut to her going home, and she gets home, and her boyfriend there, who throws a knife, just misses her, sort of thing. He's really drunk, and he's still moaning at her about all this stuff. He can only see her, and and she's saying, well, we've got to live off something. I'm the only one that's sort of working. And he sort of says, oh, yeah, you work and I drink your money away. And they start having an argument and stuff, and he sort of goes. And when he leaves and she's on the flat, our killer climbs through the window, and then he starts to attack her. And he's attacking her, but he's not. He's wrestled her to the bed. He's got his cutthroat razor, and he's still questioning her about these diamonds. And he doesn't do her any damage. He doesn't hurt her or nothing. He just sort of like shows that he can cut her and kill her if he wants to. And he says, next time it'll be for real. It'll be the sharp end of the razor. You need to tell me where these diamonds sort of things are. And then he goes out. And she's left there all startled, sort of checking her body to make sure she's not been cut or anything like that. And then she races back to the sort of like one of the clubs to sort of like talk to someone and get some help. And that's all I'm going to tell you. So, who is this masked killer? Is there some missing diamonds? Is it something to do with her and her father? Does she know anything about it? Who is this guy that's trying to kill her? Is he going to stalk any more people or kill any more? You need to watch it and find out. What do I think of Death Walks on High Hills? It's fantastic. It's an amazing Giallo film. It's got everything the Giallo should have. It's got mystery, suspense, sex, kills, a slasher feel to the film, horror elements, and an investigation, and a sort of a detective sort of story behind it, and shot in a wonderful environment with sort of the sort of glamorous side of the sort of Europe in that sort of period of time. And it's absolutely amazing. It's got everything that Giallo should have. It hits all the bells. The other pluses of this version, the transfer is immaculate. It's fantastic. I believe it's a 2K print of a 2K restoration, and it looks really, really nice, really vibrant. The environment, Paris looks amazing. It's really well filmed with great camera angles, and it's pretty well acted for what it is, and it's extremely cheesy. Negatives of the film: Giallos are not everyone's type of film, of horror film, because they are more of a detective mystery side of horror than straightforward sort of horror, and they tend to have a sort of sexy feel overtone to them, with the sort of sexy clad girls and stuff like that. But that's just what the Italian audience obviously wanted to see at that period in time. But apart from that, the film is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to score the film an amazing watch and give it a 9 out of 10. That's such a high score for a sort of really unknown kind of film, unless you're into your Giallo films. But it's brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Death Walks on High Heels, 9 out of 10. Any of you guys seen it? If you have, let me know down below what you think of it. It doesn't bring anything new to the Giallo sort of film, but it does in a way. There's a few twists that happen in the film, and I'm not going to tell you any of them because there's a few twists that happen that you don't see coming. Which makes it even more fantastic. Really good film. Guys, thank you so much for watching this film review. I got this in one of my Christmas presents, which my family got me some vouchers. So thank you to them for the money for that, to get this amazing box set. Incredible. Until my next review, check out some horror channels. Check out Horror Hands, Horror Geek, Man v Film, RS Designs, Pizzoel, I Am the Ice Lord, Cat Watches Horror Movies, and Grumpy Andrew's Haunted House. And a massive shout out to my horror loving lad Lemon Lord. Till next time, look after yourselves, look after one another, and I really hope I'll see you all soon.